With locals opening up again, I'm hitting the reset button and starting all over again. With a weekly budget of just $40, I'm challenging myself to create the best possible deck with the hopes of reaching as high as we can in the competitive scene. However, I wanted to challenge myself and do this strictly with sealed products, promos, and prizes. This means I can't buy or trade for singles. We leave it all up to the luck of the draw. Thank you for joining me on this journey. You're watching Final Fantasy TCG New Game Plus. Welcome to episode 4 of Final Fantasy TCG New Game Plus. This is your host TCGTacos, and just going over a quick recap on last week's episode. So, we opened up about 12 packs last week. We did pull the 5CP Tifa, which is a great addition to our deck. Helps boost the overall power of the majority of our units. However, the deck itself didn't perform so well. We jammed multiple games with Sergio since locals did not fire, and he did give us some good advice, possibly going the route of Ice Earth. So we'll have to take a look at our ice cards, and if we don't really pull any good fire cards, we may end up going that route. So without further ado, let's move on to the pack openings. Thanks to TCG Titans, we managed to pick up another 12 packs of Opus 11 today for $40. That would be 3 for 10. With our first pack, same as last episode, we'll shift the rare and the foil all the way to the back for some suspense. Pull a Numara and a foiled Indri. Second pack. Oh, nice, another Tyro. It's definitely going on the deck. Good Princess Sarah and a Flow Interceptor. Pack number 3. Barrett and a foil Aerith. Pretty nice. And next pack. We got a Sabin and a Tsukinawa. Oh, nice. Foil Marsh. And we got Nyx as our H. Oh, sweet. We ended up pulling a Cloud. That's great. Foil White Mage. They're looking pretty great so far. Mute and Fiona. This one is pretty tough to open. Realm and a foil loyalty. I'll roll this back. I think I got something while opening it. Foil Ritz! Oh, nice. Oh, that's great. Foil Marsh and Foil Ritz in the same packs? Jeez. So it's a Dane and a foil porn. Well, looks like we're on our second to last pack here. Foil Setzer. Green Chad for our last pack. White, and oh, what a way to end it! A full art red mage. Oh man, these packs are great. So even though our pulls are really good this week, unfortunately we didn't pull any of the fire elves that we were looking for. So this means that we are going to have to switch things up. Taking Sergio's advice, we are going to go Ice Earth. And I'd actually been meaning to make this deck for a while, even with my own cards. Ever since Pod Cloud was released as a Magic player, reminding me of Birthing Pod, which is why I referred to that. So first thing, 3 Pod Clouds, 3 CV Cloud, the Remnant Package, Yazoo's, 3 Laws, and 2 Kadash for now. Could use the 3rd, but this is what we're dealing with right now. Messing around with 3 Sephiroth. 2 Vincents, using it possibly for the case that we need the special, so this is why we're running 2. Good removal too. The one Barthandelus seems awkward without Renoa, so it's just a filler for now. 3 Aerith, free forward really, gets you back any of the characters, protection on a character, and removing dark characters. Next up, Barrett and Tifa 4-drop. These are just fillers until we can find something better. The real Tifa pumps your forwards. 3 Barretts. 3 Cecils. 1 Skilla and 1 Umaru. Umaru is basically removing pesky forward and freezing, and then Skilla breaks it and discards a card. 1 Kusith, Kronos, just using this as a filler for now. 3 Katesith, good info on your opponent's hand, remove something important other than a backup and replace it. 3 Ukes for Earth. 3 Jesse, search for any FF7 forward. 1 Witch for Barrett. This basically just gets you a nice character back from the break zone. Edward's just a filler for now, until we find something better. 2 Marlene, getting back the majority of characters from our break zone. And the 2 Tyro, basically searches out any forward. And that's it. Let's move on to locals. No footage round 1 since we got the bye, so here's a potato instead. Round 2, we're up against Josh again, and he's on the ninja deck. Still suffering from PTSD last time that Edge did to us single-handedly. So we both end up mulliganing our hands, and Josh goes first. Starts things off by discarding a card for ninja backup. And we discard 2 cards to put Wedge into play, search the Barrett, add it to our hand, discard 2 more cards for the Marlene, and put the Barrett in our hand, pass over to Josh. Discards a card and...
You think you know me?
There we go with the Edge again. Discards and pays a CP for Unite, untapping. So we paid 3 CP for the Uke. And we get a Tifa, add it to our hand, put the Katesith back to the bottom. Pass over. Plays a Ninja, adds another counter, swings in with the Edge. Jesse for damage. Unite comes in. And the Laws as damage passes over to us. Paying 7 CP for Skilla. Targeting Edge. Breaks and then discards. Josh forgets that he's supposed to discard at this point. He could have played the Janai. Josh pays 4 CP. Drops Gecko. Hitting the Skilla for AK. And swings in with Unite. Hitting another Laws and passing over to us. Discard 2 for Aerith, getting back the Kadaj and the Cloud. Then we discard a card, pay 2 CP for Kadaj, adding the last Laws to our hand and freezing the Unite. Then we'll pay the 3 CP to put the Laws that we got from our hand into play, freezing the Wind Ninja. It discards a Fire for Lulu, breaking then Wind Ninja for Laws, and discards a card because Laws is put in the break zone. Gives Geku Brave. Damage, Vincent, passes over to us. So we try to get the Aerith to break, so we swing in, but he gives us the point of damage. So there we're thinking, might as well try with the Kadash. Also gives us that damage. So we should put the Cloud into play. We'll pass over to him. Pays 3 CP for Ishtola. That gives Gecko Brave again. We block with the Cloud. Doesn't realize that it's actually trading since it gets the 1k when it blocks. Swings in with the Unite, hitting a Tyro. So we'll get the 5 CP Tifa, add it to our hand. Passes over to us. Swing in with Aerith. And then we swing in with a Kadash off the EX, Hooded Man. Gets an edge, adds it back to his hand. And then we'll play Cecil, breaking the Onion Knight. And then we pass over to Josh. Josh will discard to put Edge back into play. Paying 3 CP for Geku. Triggering Edge, so he's gonna ping Cecil and the remaining damage with Geku. Swings him with the Stola. Hitting Barrett and passing over to us. So we're paying the 5 CP for Tifa. I swing in first with Kadash with 8k damage. And swinging with the Aerith. Blocks with the Geku, so Aerith breaks. And then we discard the last 2 cards in our hand to play another Aerith. So we'll get back Laws and Yazoo. And then we discard the Laws to put Yazoo into play. And we attempt to dull and freeze the Geku. At this point he breaks the Y'shtola to cancel the dull effect. Passes over to Josh, but he just passes back to us. So he's swinging with Kadash. Swinging with Yazoo. Blocks with the Edge. Swinging with Tifa. Forced to block with Geku. And then swinging with the last point of damage with Aerith. That ends that game. And we move on to round 3. Round 3, we're up against Sergio. And he's on Mono Lightning. Sucks that we're playing in the finals, so you know, you've just been helping me practice all of last week. Sergio mulligans his hand. I believe he had no backups. He goes first. Starts things off by playing a Kalia Chaval. Passes over to us. Discarding 2 cards for Jesse. We search our deck for Aerith. Pass over. Pays 3 CP for Louis Swall. Adds Alphanod to his hand. And then discards the card to put the Alphanod into play. Passes over. Discard 2 for the Aerith, adding the 2 that we discarded. And then we pay 5 CP to put Barrett into play and pass over to Sergio. Start things off by pinging Barrett with Alphanod. Breaks his Louis Swall. Discards 2 cards. Puts Kane into play, reducing and breaking the Barrett. Discarding 2 cards for Kadash. Triggering by freezing Alphanod. And searching for Yazoo. And we discard Tifa, put Cloud into play. Pass over. Pays 3 CP for Sidgully. Adds a Lua to hand, passes over. Discard for Yazoo. Dull with the Yazoo, freeze with the Kadash. Combat swing with Aerith. Swing with Kadash. And then we debate whether we want to swing with Cloud or break, but so we do damage. And we pass over. Passes back to us. Put Tifa into play. Using Cloud's effect, breaking Yazoo. Triggering Yazoo's effect, dulling freezing Kane. We'll put Laws into play, triggering Kadash, freezing Alphanod. Swinging with Aerith. And then swinging with Kadash. Pass over to Sergio. So 4 CP. Let's start Kadash into play, removing Barrett and Tifa from our break zone from the game. Passes over, keeps Kadash in play. Break Cloud with his own effect. Put in 3 CP Cloud, triggering his effect, breaking Kadash. Attempt to go into combat. Plays Bahamut 0, attempting to break the Tifa, respawn by breaking Aerith, dulling her and preventing her from being broken, and Sergio concedes. We go undefeated 3-0, and that's the end of the tournament.
What's up, guys? So today we ended up going undefeated. They gave us promos that they missed out, and since we went undefeated, we got the Zidane promo, and we got 4 packs today. We're gonna open up. We all split. So let's see what we get.
Oh, you already gave him the 2K, but that's what you gave him? Okay, never mind. So he would have been 3K basically. Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Well, he's 1K right now. Ram, thank you.
Oh, there's full arts in this, right?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm playing this, so that's an upgrade for sure. Smelly fingers are done.
Well,
I mean,
I'm not good at 7, that's for sure.
Style upgrade.
For sure.
What's in your fridge?
Chocobo. And lightning.
Oh, okay.
These are nice. Last pack. Still need 2 sip.
Look at my boy styling on him. Look at that. We're in there, boys. Very good.
Oh, Jesus, I think. Oh, no.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Overall, pretty good.
All right.
And that's it for today.
Very good.
So after a successful run, I'm extremely satisfied with how the deck turned out. Thank you, Sergio, for recommending the Ice Earth idea. I just seem a lot more comfortable with the Ice package. Ice happens to be the first element I ever touched coming into Final Fantasy TCG, and it's the one I feel more comfortable with. I think anyone who's played me in locals can attest to that. So we're probably going to keep going down this road. Just depends on what we pull. And I'd just like to thank everyone at locals for coming out, taking time. I know it's hard with the situation that we have, but again, thank you for coming out and helping me create this content and just playing these games in general and just having a few laughs as always. And thanks to everyone who's been watching and subbing. Really appreciate all the support that you guys been showing. And I just, we're currently working on episode 5 right now, so it should be out sometime soon. We're really catching up to where we actually are, so I'm hoping to get 5 out, and that's pretty much it. Thanks again for joining us on this episode of Final Fantasy TCG New Game Plus, and we'll see you next time.